In the last video, we're trying to find some answers for the Home Depot program, because, and not really even just the program, that's part of the answer that we figured out, was that our supplier was no longer, or potentially was no longer going to be able to get these Home Depot pallets here. That those are considered, I guess, smalls, and I guess Home Depot is going away with their smalls program, and they're going to incorporate it with their other programs that they have as part of their manifested loads. What that means for us is still to be determined. I have no idea, but at least we're on track to finding out some of the answers as to that. We may still be able to get them, but it may just be part of a different program. Hello, I'm Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
Years back, we set out to find a lifestyle that allowed us to live comfortably, homeschool our 3 children, and make a life and legacy we would be proud of.
Reselling liquidated goods both online and locally through our bin store was the vehicle that allowed us to do just that.
It's hard work, it's constantly changing, but we wouldn't trade it for the world.
Here's the story of how our small business runs in the midst of all the challenges life throws at us.
As always, thank you for stopping by, and come on in. Rookie mistake. We just got done filming an unboxing, and I didn't think to the very end to check to make sure that the audio was working. So it was a bomb pallet, like so much stuff to put online, lots of still great stuff to put on the retail wall and under the bins, and there's no audio whatsoever, which sucks. You know, it just sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But we're all done. I guess, you know, what we're going to do, kind of, we've got to get another unboxing. We have one for, I guess you will probably have already seen it by the time this vlog comes out. But this was because we're trying to film like 2 weeks in advance of when the unboxing will come out. That way we've got plenty of time for Jessica to edit in case something goes wrong and we can't edit. But I think we're going to repurpose the video. We'll do like some shorts with it. We'll kind of, you know, Jessica will narrate the stuff. It'll be different, you know, format than what we usually do, so the footage isn't wasted. But it's just, you know, it's disappointing that it didn't work out the way that we wanted. But should have checked the audio, make sure it was recording, because it was a new cable that I was using. So it is what it is. But lots of great stuff. I mean, all these items here, we're going to end up putting online. I mean, it's like a chainsaw. Even in used condition, it's selling for like close to $200. You've got like this $100 faucet there. This Toro, it's like a leaf blower weed eater combo. It's like $200. This LG Cord Zero, it's selling for $200 used. That may be an item that we end up selling on the retail wall, depending upon how the other pallets are for this week. We've got 9 Home Depot pallets that we just got in. And we're using 3 this week, 3 next week, 3 the following week, and then I've got a couple weeks to figure out exactly if we're going to be able to get more Home Depot pallets and what have you, because we still don't know with Home Depot changing the program and consolidating 2 programs together. We have no idea what we're going to be doing. A couple weeks ago, we started closing at 7 o'clock. I guess it's been maybe a month now. I don't know. It was right after we got back from vacation. And I don't exactly remember when that was. But the point is, we started closing at 7 because a lot of customers were coming in, you know, 5:45. They were feeling rushed, and that has helped out a lot. Like, a lot of customers have been coming in until, you know, 6:30, which has been awesome. With the exception of really one night, and that's Wednesday evenings, that we do not get a lot of traffic on Wednesday nights, which is okay because Wednesday is the last day of our weekly bin sale. It is dollar day today. We have sold a lot of stuff. There's still a lot, but not a lot left. I mean, I'll kind of show you. You know, we fill up all of these bins here. All of these bins get full all the way back to the back. You know, there's bins that go around that wall there. There's this bin here that it gets full of stuff. Then we've got this bin, that bin, that bin, that bin. We have clothes that they wrap all around this wall, and sometimes they even go back there against that back wall. And this is all that's really left. And we've got some linens. We've got a couple of clothes here. We've got some linens like curtains, sheets, and stuff that's left. But this is really all that's left is that bin here, this one, and then this one here. Now, what we'll do is we don't throw that stuff away. Like, we don't get rid of it. We'll box it up into, I don't know how big they are, 18 by 18 by 16 size boxes. I'll kind of show that in a future video, just a little beef footage and stuff. But we box it all up and sell it that way. Got a customer fixing to come in, so I'll be right back with y'all. She was looking for the diamond art stuff. But we will fill up probably, I don't know, we don't like to fill up more than like 10 boxes a week. If we are filling up more than 10 boxes a week, then we've probably put too much stuff out. There are weeks that we have 75-cent events, and that's when we put out an extra, I don't know, 400, 500, 600 items at least. Like on Monday, we'll put out like an extra pallet or two of price appropriate things. We're not going to be putting out items that would sell for $10 on those days. Some of those times, some weeks we have a lot more boxes left over, but usually 8 to 11 boxes we have left over, and we sell those for $10 in the store. Those don't go down. Like, if they don't sell on Friday, on Saturday, they're still $10. And that's been a good way for us to not have extra product to sell everything every single week, but also keep stuff out of the landfills. And then our premium wall here, this is all we have left, is those two little things there and a new tone thing there. But that wall was full of stuff, and that's the last items. So what will happen now with these 3 items, unless somebody buys it today, is we will put them underneath the bins, and they will start selling at $10 on Friday. And then if they don't sell Friday, then they go down to $6 and so forth. So that's a good way that we make sure that any of the pallets, like the Home Depot or the Amazon medium box stuff that we buy, that all of that inventory is being turned over within 2 weeks. And the vast majority, I think last week we may have had 3 items left over. The week before we only had 1 item left over. So it's usually pretty consistent between 1 and 3 items. And then this is the amount of clothes that we have left. Now, as you can see here, a lot of it's like winter clothes, like some sweatpants, blue jeans, sweater, long sleeve shirts, that they're all $1 today. Now, we don't box those up in the stuff. What we will do is we will organize those, and then we will break those out in season again. So a lot of the winter stuff, it will be put out, you know, as it starts getting cool. This fall, it'll get put out. And then the same thing would be in the fall or in the winter time when summer clothes aren't selling. We'll start breaking it out during warmer weather stuff. So that's kind of an idea of kind of what we do at the end of the day on Wednesdays, and what we do with our stuff that's left over that doesn't sell. You know, every week we put out 2,500 to 3,000 bin items. We put out between 500 and 600 pieces of clothes. We put out between 50 and 60 premium items. And that's what we have left. You know, this is probably, you know, 200 to 300 bin items, maybe 25, 30 articles of clothes. So it's a good mix. That could change as customer traffic increases or decreases. It could decrease too, and that would be a bad thing though. So it is Thursday now. I was going to finish this vlog up last night, but I got distracted. I had a phone call with wholesales lined up last night for consultation because it's part of the journey trying to figure out, how we can source all of our items for one place, because we're buying Home Depot stuff from one place, clothing from another place, shoes from another place, the smalls from another place. Is that, when you buy all that, it adds up especially when it's separate and it's not a full truckload, because we don't have the space to store that many different truckloads. We really have enough space in our warehouse to store 2 truckloads, but we don't even have that much space right now because we have a lot of Christmas stuff, a lot of Christmas and Halloween stuff, and we're not getting rid of that until September. But I was talking with wholesales because they do custom truckloads. I know that we looked at them in the past for they built some pallets for us when we were at the other smaller location. But now that we're able to order by the truckload, that we talked with them to try to figure out if it's financially feasible for us, if they can build us a truckload that has some online items. Items for our bins, if they can get us clothes, premium wall stuff, all in one truckload, so that way we can just order 1 truckload a month, and then they'll have it packed with, however many bin items we need, how many pieces of clothes we need, how many items we need for our retail wall, items for online. So they're going to crunch some numbers and see what we can do. But I think I do feel like we will be able to make it work financially, especially. The only thing, they may not be able to do clothes. I think that was the one thing that if to meet the budget needs that we have, they may not be able to do the clothes. But the clothes would be okay because I can order 4 or 5 pallets of clothes at a time, which will last us, a month, because we're selling, between 500 and 600 apparel items each week. And I'm sure we could sell more if we had more space, but this is just the space that we have here in this store. But they think they can make the numbers work if they don't do clothes, which, like I said, it would be okay because we can get the clothes from somewhere else. And actually, if we're not getting clothes part of a truckload, we can actually buy the clothes less per piece of clothing. I think that we'll be able to make it work. But that's where I'm going to leave y'all today, because these bins now, they are all completely full. Whitney got here this morning, got them all emptied out. We're actually a little short-handed today for restock. Krista and Tanya, their son is graduating today, so they went to go to the graduation. So they'll be out of town today. So it's just me and Whitney and Rachel and Sarah, and then Jessica, she'll be back here in a little while. She's been having knee issues, so she's going to get that checked out. And then today I have my follow-up appointment with my primary care physician to get an idea of how we're going to be treating my newly discovered ADHD. So until next time, friends, peace.